My dear friends, we're going to do something dead easy today. Dead easy. It only features, is it 3 or 4 chords? I don't know. But you'll notice that with many great songs, the easier they are, the more successful the song is. I'll play it for you. Mama, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Etc, etc, okay? Brilliant song by Mr. Bob Dylan. How many people have covered that? Eric Clapton's done it. Guns N' Roses have done it. It's just one of those songs, you know, and it's really simple to play, which is why I'm going to show it to you now. Alright, so first thing you've got to do, download your idiot-proof paperwork below. It's only a couple of pieces of paper. This one just gives you all the chords in it. In fact, you can see how easy they are. Alright, we'll go over it in a minute. And once you've got your idiot-proof chords and you know how to play the shapes, there's a layout to the first verse, first couple of verses, and the chorus. And of course, any of the other verses just play exactly the same chords over the top. Alright, so knocking on heaven's door. What is the strum? First of all, paperwork first. Blue link below the video. You know the routine by now. Click on that. It's all free. You don't pay for anything. If you want to donate to the channel to help me buy some more tea and coffee because I drink far too much, then please do. All right, it's very much appreciated. All right, let's look at the song. The verses and the chorus are all the same chords. We're going to play a G. I want you to play your G like this with 2 fingers. You can play it the other way if you want. It sounds nicer like this. I'll explain why in a minute. So let's look at the chord first. G. We can leave our 3rd finger now while we spin over to our D. When we play a D, we don't want to hear the bass string. Very important. So we'll mute it. Then we've got our A minor, which we're going to do 2 bars. We'll talk about that in a minute. Then we go back to G, and then a D again. But instead of A minor, second time round, we go to a C add 9. So again, we can leave that finger there if we want and play our C add 9. What's a C add 9 for those that don't really know? Well, it's a bit like the G, but instead of those 2 fingers being here, they are now living here. Okay, and we will mute the bass string by just letting our 2nd finger ride above that 5th string. Right, it's very important we mute that string. What's the strum? Strum goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the strum. Nice and easy. If you don't do that, if you're not doing that, or you stop or your hand jerks around or whatever, it's wrong. That's the way it goes all the way from the beginning. Mama, take this badge off of me. Okay, now clearly I'm doing it a bit slower, I think. Anyway, so here we are. So let's have a look at this. We've got our beats 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our chord shapes at the top. The little things are saying, please don't play me. I will only make you look silly if I hear those notes, okay? So we don't want to hear them. So we've only got those shapes. So let's begin. 1 bar of G. Now, when you're changing chords, I always talk about this. Bring off on the last upstroke, after the 4 in this case, the fingers that you don't require. So if we play our G like this, we're going to try and keep this finger on because it's common to both G and the D. So we'll go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you will hear that. You won't hear it when it's in context, but when it's played slowly it sounds really odd, but it's not. Then put your D on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there's the open again after the 4. Then we've got 2 bars of A minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again there's those open strings again. Back to your G. First 2 chords are the same. G, and there's string, leaving this one on, or strings, back to the D. This time, instead of an A minor, it's a C add 9. Okay, so G, D, 2 A minors, G, D, 2 C add 9s, etc. A minors, C add 9s, it's all the way through from the beginning to the end of the song. Let's look at that change one more time, how we do it. 1 and 2 and 3. I'll do it from this angle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now clearly I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the principle is the same. Now when I say you come off, you don't go and whack hell out of the bloody thing, but you brush the strings as you're moving, because what we don't want is a hollow piece in the sound. We don't want to be going gap, gap, and we can't be in two places at once. So unless you bring your fingers off to get from A to B, you can't do it. In classical guitar, open strings are written into the music in order that the player can move around the fretboard. When we're hitting all the strings like this, which is an unorthodox way of playing a guitar, really, it wasn't invented to do it with a player and do what we're doing. We have no choice because we're playing all the strings together. So it's as simple as that. And that's why books won't tell you that, by the way, because, you know, and a lot of tutors won't tell you that because they don't realise they're doing it. But people who are as old as me, that have spent years figuring out why it sounded crap, we realise, that's what you're doing. And now that you can see YouTube and watch YouTube and slow it right down, you'll see all the guitarists going, and you'll see their hands coming up, all right? Now, you can put some little runs in there as well. And don't forget, when you've got the rhythm going, you can sort of accent it a bit like... And all I'm doing there is putting more weight on either ups or down. So, I'm not changing the rhythm in my hand. You know, that's always doing this. See the way I just lift this finger off, on and off now and again. And then I'll whack that bass string at the second fret to get back to the G. But my hand never stops moving. Okay? And then the other nice one, going from a G to I think it's a C add 9 back to G. I would suggest you keep your strum doing while you do that run. What am I doing? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Bring this finger up to the 5th string and 4. See the way this is muted? See, by magic, I'm not changing the strum. You've automatically got this beautiful little run. Makes it sound much more interesting. That also reminds me, what's the other song that was like that? Was that Lionel Richie? But while me's here, and easy like Sunday morning. I mean, you can't copyright chords, folks. I mean, there's hundreds of songs written around those chords, but not many as good as Knocking on Heaven's Door, not as good as Mr. Dylan. All right, so it's a great song to do, nice and easy. The beauty of playing that one is everybody out there in your audience, whether it's in your house, at a party, or at a gig, or you know, you're getting up to do it, whatever it is, you know, a guest night somewhere, they all know it. They all know the chorus, and if they all know it and they're all singing, your confidence will go through the roof. Okay? And playing guitar professionally or properly, it's all about getting it right in here. And once you feel good in your head, you'll be surprised at how much better your playing will be. All right, so Knocking on Heaven's Door, give it a bash. I will see you with something maybe a little bit trickier next time, but I'll try and keep it easy. We'll do some more intricate stuff maybe next week. All right, in the meantime, love you and leave you. Thank you again for the donations. Share everything, by the way. All my paperwork, it's all free, as you know, and just send it to whoever you want. I don't care. Just play the guitar. See you next time. Bye bye. Oop.